All right. What is going on, all you holotable heroes? Welcome back to another Imperial Military Podcast Show. My name is Itachi, and we got my good friend, my buddy, my pal, Evo on. What's up, brother?
Oh.
Not much, man. Not much. So, I know we said that we were probably going to tone it back a little bit on the videos for imps, but I mean, there's quite a bit to talk about right now. It's quite a bit to talk about, and so we're going to talk about that stuff. We had a post on Friday from CGSB Crumb concerning the state of the galaxy. I know it's election night, guys, but if you're stopping by, thank you so much. Hopefully we can take your mind off a little bit for maybe the next 30 minutes to an hour of what's going on with the election. I know it is a very, very important night, and that is where we will leave it for the night. That is where we'll leave it. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna talk about some Star Wars. I know we got a state of the galaxy that came up on the 30th from CGSB Crumb. Ladies and gentlemen, and Evo and I are going to discuss the contents of that state of the galaxy address. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. No, I unfortunately did not get to finish the farming guide this weekend. A little bit of a busy weekend, actually. Friday, Eva was so excited about the Mandalorian. I got on. I did a video. Yeah, no spoilers, please, no spoilers. If you spoil, we will kick you. But I got home. I did a video for Star Wars because of the kit reveals, and like while I'm editing the video, Eva was like, "Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it?" I was like, no, I just got home, right? I picked my son up on Friday, so but he was super excited. He was like, when are you watching it? I was like, probably tomorrow. He's like, I can't wait that long. I got questions to ask you. So he was super excited. He ended up coming over and we watched it Friday night, and I answered the questions without him asking, I believe, for the most part.
Yeah, they were more just confirmations.
Yeah,
I had it, most of it. Like I needed to bounce them off of somebody, make sure I wasn't crazy. So,
but episode 1 was great, by the way. If you guys haven't got a chance to watch it, go watch it. It's fantastic. We're not going to spoil anything. I'll just say it's fantastic. But definitely excited to see what SWGOH is going to be doing with this series, to be honest with you. So obviously we got the kit reveals of IG-11 and Quill that came out already, and we didn't talk about this. I talked about it in my video, but we're gonna have a new way of getting what would be normally a marquee character. So it looks like galactic challenges yet again are becoming even more important, even more important.
Galactic-y.
Yeah. But let's go over the state of the galaxy here. I'll go through and read the post because I think they talk about it a little bit here in the post. So let's get through this. So Crumb says, "Hi, Holotable heroes. All of us at Capital Games are incredibly excited for the next season of The Mandalorian." So they're just starting off right there. They're excited about season 2 of The Mandalorian. Starting this week, and even more excited to bring you our next set of characters from the show. Our first two characters from this side of the galaxy are Quill and IG-11, and IG-11 has a very special package he's caring for. More on that in a moment. So just right off this first paragraph, it sounds like they are diving deep into the Mandalorian going forward right now, because they say the first two characters from this side of the galaxy are Quill and IG-11. So that's pretty exciting, right? It seems like they're going to be sticking with this for a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because that's like the current content of Star Wars that's being released. But so I would say that they want to stay on top of it, but they still have so much more that they can do with the other things. So I hope they don't lose sight.
which makes it great for the game, right? As far as if you're talking about the state of the galaxy for SWGOH, the amount of content that they can do with Star Wars is massive. And I know the game, we're coming up on the 5th year anniversary, has been around for 5 years, which is quite long for a mobile game. But just with this platform of Star Wars is just so vast of a galaxy, it's vast. It's vast content that they can actually pull from, and the fact that Lucasfilms and Disney are still putting out new content from their side, it helps. It just helps the game, right? So because they have even more to pull from and whatnot. So let's keep going on. Season 1 characters. So they're finally bringing us Quill and IG-11 from season 1. So Quill, one of the galaxy's most mechanically inclined and surly Ugnaughts, is making his way to the holotable after years of Imperial servitude. Quill had hoped to find solace on Arvala 7, but fate came calling with other plans. Soon Quill found himself rescuing a Mandalorian, reprogramming a menacing IG unit, and protecting an adorable tiny green creature. Quill's special ability, I Have Spoken, introduces the new mechanics savvy buff. Evo's particularly excited about I Have Spoken, which is tailored to work especially well with scoundrels and droids. Scoundrels will benefit from increased critical damage perks, while droids receive increased offense and revive capabilities. If I remember correctly, when we first broke this after Mando Monday, someone actually specifically mentioned revive capabilities for droids, specifically IG-11, but this is going to work for droids. One droid in particular, IG-11, will help Quill during battle by ensuring that Ugnaught can't be critically hit or stunned when they're in the same squad. So you're definitely going to want to pair Quill and IG-11 together. We'll have to go back and edit and add a link up at the top of the screen for you guys for sure, with the video to the kit reveals that I did on the 30th. If you haven't seen those yet, click the link up top to see those kit reveals. We're going to keep going, but Quill and IG-11 are going to be some fantastic characters for this game. So IG-11 from the Mandalorian. Also joining the holotables is IG-11, the former assassin droid turned nurse. As a nanny who takes tough love to new levels, IG-11 is a steadfast protector of the child and trusted colleague to Quill. In addition to having a pack filled with ridiculously cute cargo, IG-11 brings some nursing skills to battle by healing up his allies mid-battle. He also serves as a protector by taunting and stealing the enemy's health to keep his allies safe. IG-11 adds even more utility to scoundrels and droids, as he assists during enemies' turns and dispels debuffs. IG-11 does a lot, guys. Definitely the more impressive kit out of the two as far as what he deals from damage, his health pool, being able to taunt and things like that. Overall survivability for the team, fantastic. I will put a quick side note in here that just from looking at the kits so far, obviously we haven't been able to get these two in game on the holo tables and test them out. Doesn't look like these two are going to be meant to be paired with the other three Mandalorian characters that we have. Didn't see any real direct synergy with them. There's no really tags linking them together, and it'd be kind of hard to pull off Mando's bounty that he has with just having Grief Karga in the team and no other bounty hunters, with IG-11 just being a droid and not an actual bounty hunter. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see if the devs say anything about it here later on in the post. But IG-11, man, the graphics were absolutely fantastic. Again, if you missed that video, it's going to be up in a card up at the top right hand corner of your screen. After the live stream, we'll go back in and edit that on. So let's keep going. If you want to know more about these two characters, we hosted a roundtable discussion with the character designers and several community members. You can find a video of the description here on Operation Metaverse, a podcast from Galactic War Report, or check out SWGOH events to see a write-up of the discussion. We may actually take a look at that. So this is just the little, promo they had for the character release, and we're gonna go into the character release schedule and how we will be obtaining these two new Mandalorian characters. So both Quill and IG-11 will be initially available in a special set of galactic challenges as opposed to our regular marquee format. These events are in November. Each character will have 2 special galactic challenges on Navarro, where you will use your droids and bounty hunters to unlock 40 to 60 shards total for each character from their 2 events. The shards are unlocked by completing the first 2 to 3 tiers of each galactic challenge, so you won't need to worry if you can't complete the feats. We'll return to marquee introductions for future characters. So it looks like they've kind of tweaked galactic challenges specifically for Quill and IG-11. Hopefully we get to do some of this right here that we're seeing in this promo. That'd be fantastic to see this actually work out. But let's see what's going on. So 11-6, we're gonna have Quill, and 11-13, and it's droids versus Empire. So you're gonna need your droids for 11-6 and 11-13 to get Quill unlocked. Again, it's only the first couple of tiers 2 through 3, which is actually nice. Those are low gear requirements. Those are lower gear enemies, so they're not making this overly hard, especially hard to actually get or achieve to actually unlock these characters, which is actually very important since they're not in marquee format. They're actually in galactic challenges. So I assume, even though they said return to marquee introductions for future characters, if this goes over well with the community, this may be the new way we start seeing new characters that would normally be marquee come to the game. I don't know. What do you think about this?
I mean, I don't see why not. It kind of takes out the additional graphics and things that they would have to do with the marquee and just puts it into something that they want to maintain anyway. So yeah. So and then the rest of the month, 11-20, 11-27 is IG-11, and you will need your bounty hunters for that, and you will be facing off against some scoundrels. So I like this. I like them making galactic challenges more relevant. Obviously they did so with the new slicing materials for mods, which is nice, right? It gives us a reason to play galactic challenges every week, but starting to do marquee characters in them gives us even more of a reason to play that game mode, and hopefully they can do some really interesting things, maybe something similar to this where we're seeing them all surrounded like they were in season 1 on Navarro. So that will be very interesting. All right, Galaxy of Heroes 5th anniversary. So we are celebrating the game's 5th anniversary next month.
I can't believe it has been 5 years since we launched with just over 60 characters, and now we're at 240 and still growing. There's 240 characters in the game. That's crazy. The anniversary is a great moment for us to look back at how the game has evolved. They struck out. We've already mentioned some bigger changes coming to the economy, but they did not strike out "this is coming soon." That's very interesting. But we also have some announcements regarding changes coming to Galactic Challenges. Stay tuned for next month's Road Ahead. Oh, thanks for reading, and see you on the holotables. So a couple things I just want to discuss right off the bat is it's been a long time since we've had this kind of communication from Capital Games. I like this. Hopefully they keep it going, right? They announced a new community manager to go alongside Crumb, and he's been doing some fantastic things with talking directly in the forums with people and stuff like that. The other thing, staying on their cadence with Road Ahead, I think, is huge, and we're going to get one this month in November. Obviously, we're already in November, so we'll be looking out for that. Evo and I will definitely be covering that here on a live stream for IMPS for sure. But this is something I think earlier this year it wasn't looking too good with CG and the communication. Had a lot of people worried. Like, we got nothing. It was like nothing. So this is nice. This is nice. I'm liking the turn events. Hopefully it stays going on. So let's see what this SWGOH events has written up on this. It's been confirmed IG-11 and Quill are coming to the game. Exclusive information about these characters and Galactic Challenges. We already covered how you can get the characters. Alright, since the Galactic Challenges are running every weekend and you get 30 shards per event, so it's 30 shards per event, you will have to wait a week for 3 stars without buying packs. So you get a total of 60 shards. Is that what it comes out to? After the GC events are over, the character shards will be available in some sort of cadence similar to a marquee. Character release aren't completely replacing. So they're saying the Galactic Challenges character releases aren't completely replacing marquees.
I'm sure that's at this time, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's always subject to change, right? Yeah. I think they just don't want people to like freak out like this is going to be the new way of getting marquees.
Gotcha.
So I think they're leaving this open, so if they get a whole bunch of negative responses, they can just go back to marquees. If they get a lot of positive responses, I'm assuming we'll stick with it being in Galactic Challenges going forward. What's coming next? If you've seen the show, follow the show's arc. Okay, so they're specifically talking about the Mandalorian. Okay, the child likely won't be coming to the game as a standalone character, at least not anytime soon. So I think we're going to find out more about the child in the coming seasons, and this is why they're saying right now he's not coming to the game anytime soon. It is likely that we see the child as a galactic what are they called? Sith Eternal Emperor. What are those guys called?
Oh, I don't know.
Galactic Legend.
Yeah.
There we go.
That.
Yeah, so it's more likely we'll see him as a Galactic Legend. I think if he does come to the game, that's probably where we're going to see him as a Galactic Legend, and I think they're waiting just for the show itself to reveal more about the child. Maybe we're going to see quite a bit more.
I'm honestly surprised that they released Mando as early as they did, but I'm assuming we'll see at least one more variation of Mando.
Look like they went through.
He needs his shiny gear at the least.
So that's what I was gonna say, because we're obviously working up to a legendary event, right? We're getting 5 characters from the Mandalorian. We're gonna have a legendary event. It looks like it's going to be based off of season 1. I don't know if it's going to be based off season 2. I think season 2, they're probably going to wait and they'll do some more marquee characters from the Mandalorian. So maybe another 5 after season 2. And I think all this is going to... That's the other thing I was thinking. Galactic Legend Mando with the shiny armor. So I really think we're going to get Moff Gideon from these 5 characters. The shiny armor Mandalorian is another potential, right? Because we're missing a couple abilities that he gets later on, almost to the end of season 1, with his little arm dealio, the arm missiles, the wrist missiles or whatever. So that's currently not in his kit, the current Mando that we have. And the current Mando we have is... I don't remember what
those are called. I feel like they're like a bug, like wasps or...
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll let you know.
But the current Mando, let me bring him up real quick. Current Mando has the like broken down gear. There's no shiny helmet. Does he have the helmet? Mine's not activated. No, he has the shiny helmet. He's got the shiny helmet, but he doesn't have the shiny chest plate or the arms or anything like that. So that's one thing, is having the full I forgot what the gear, what the armor is referred to, the metal, but having that full gear, we don't have that on him, right? So he's still in his journey in season 1 on this. So at the end of season 2, he's in full, pretty much his full metal plated armor, which is very interesting. He also gets his mark. If you haven't seen season 1 yet, sorry, spoilers. But he gets his mark as well as a Mandalorian, his sigil, essentially, as far as what he represents. So having another Mandalorian that kind of brings, because this Mandalorian did not work well with others. It's not until he gets his shiny armor until he really kind of brings in together the rest of the group. We kind of see him soften up with droids during this time, because he's like, IG-11's okay, I guess, you know. So his just character progression in season 1 gets us to that. There's a new character that we're not going to mention because we don't want to do spoilers. That's at the end of season 2, episode 1 scene. So when you go watch that, take a look at that end scene. That particular character could be a legendary character as well, but that character does not tie in with the Mandalorian, Quill, IG-11, Cara Dune, whereas Moff Gideon does. So this is why I think it's be Moff Gideon or like full the full shiny armor Mandalorian is what we're going to get out of these 5 characters. So it may actually be a hero's journey event for the Mandalorian. I didn't think about that, as opposed to just a plain legendary event.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or
those are called whistling birds, by the way.
Whistling birds, the whistling birds. There we go. Evo with the lore there. I
thought it was something cooler. Whistling bird sounds kind of goofy, but I thought it was something cooler.
So
they themselves are cool.
They are cool. They're very cool, but that's not in his current kit. So no whistling birds, no shiny armor. I forgot what the name of the armor, the metal is that they used for it. So none of that is there. So the other potential is that we just get Moff Gideon as a legendary event, and that all these characters are leading up to a hero's journey for the Mandalorian in full shiny armor, and however however he comes out to be. And then
Beskar.
Was it Beskar?
Beskar, Beskar.
Beskar, his Beskar armor. So, and then leading up to a hero's journey event for the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor. And then potentially to all of those characters then leading into an event for nice Beskar armor.
For the low price of $951 on Etsy. Donate now.
And then all those you can pay over time for $80 a month. All those leading into
that's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. Leading into a Galactic Legend event for the child. That's where I think we're headed. It sounds like they typically stay on a certain era or segment of content for a good while. And their thing is now Galactic Legends. So that might be a thing.
I don't know. I think it might be difficult for them to stay on Mandalorian just because there are year gaps in between it and there aren't a lot of characters being released at one time through the storyline. But I mean, it's very clear that Mandalorian's not going anywhere. Like there's going to be content to come from it. But so I don't know.
And then obviously there's the talk of, I know this isn't part of State of the Galaxy, but Disney's putting out some other miniseries or other series like The Mandalorian with Kenobi, following Kenobi as well. So the talk of a Galactic Legend for Kenobi, because he is a very big character in Star Wars. With training both like Anakin and Luke Skywalker. I don't know.
One could say that it's all Kenobi's fault.
So there's that rumor going around as well right now out there in the galaxy. So but overall, I feel like we're in a good place right now with Capital Games. They're starting to talk to creators, content creators out there. 3 obviously that they mentioned that they actually reached out to and did something with Galactic War Report, Operation Metaverse, and SWGOH events, which is nice to see. It's nice to see that they're doing a State of the Galaxy, even though it may not be every single month. It's better than nothing, and the fact that they're looking at starting to keep up. I more so enjoy the road aheads than State of the Galaxies, to be honest with you, because there were some months that they just weren't doing anything. So State of Galaxy was like pretty much pointless, and they like turned State of the Galaxy into a Q&A because they didn't have anything to really talk about. But I think if they can stay on target with continuing to do road aheads for every quarter, that'd be great. They need to get back to that. They used to do that every quarter. If you guys remember, I was doing videos on it every quarter, every time they came out. So I would love to see them get back to that, because we have been lacking that for about a year now, really, to be honest with you. Things were here and there. There was no real good cadence in communication with the community. So I am happy to see them get back to communicating with the community more often. So, all right, I don't really have anything else. It's just pretty quiet out there in the galaxy tonight. Everyone's watching this election, man. That's what it is. They're watching us, but they're watching the election. So thank you guys, whoever stopped by tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're gonna end up getting out of here. My name is Itachi, and he is
Evo.
And this was your Imperial Military Podcast Show. Until next time, guys, peace out.
like this.